I've been part of a lot of production, but I've never seen this much work done in 2 days.
Hey, how about that, guys? Good morning, folks. I am Weston with Tussey Landscaping, and welcome back to the awesome pond build at SHAQ O'Neill's place here in Atlanta, Georgia, with the Aquascape Artist of the Year and Team Aquascape, and Greg Wittstock, the pond guy. So it's beginning to look awesome, but that red dirt is like knee-deep applesauce. We got pounded with like 2 inches of rain yesterday. Probably some of the worst conditions I've ever worked through. If it would not have been an out on the road project, we would have never worked in those conditions at home. But when you're out on the road, it's either work through it or change flights and schedules. And so it's easy to just work through it. The pond is actually beginning to look pretty good. We have, I'd say, 90% complete on the pond. Stream is maybe 30% complete, but the wetland is in. Some of those time-intensive stuff is in. In spite of the crazy conditions here, we are having a blast. We got the whole Artist of the Year team, the Team Aquascape, and hey, we're just making memories, man. We'll laugh at this someday. Our boots were so soaked yesterday. Like, I didn't mind the mud and the getting wet shirts and jeans, but my boots were just filled with water. My feet looked like a prune. This morning, what I did is went to Walmart, got 2 Walmart grocery bags, stuck my feet in there, and then whoop, right into that soaking wet boot. Hey, my feet are dry right now, but my boots aren't. What are you doing, Brian?
Marking out the propane tank.
Nice.
Doesn't it look like one?
Is that where we're gonna dig a ditch right through later?
Yeah. don't hit the tank.
Hey, my boots and pants are still clean. That's been the first 30 seconds of the job. Morning, sunshine.
What's up, dude?
What you got going there, Reynolds? Hot? Cold?
Gonna be some rain today.
Give me a smile. So we're working on doing a whole bunch of detail work around these spheres and top waterfall here with foaming off, filling in these voids with gravel. Alright, so we are about an hour into just doing a bunch of detail work on these top waterfalls. I'm up here at the very top where these 3 spheres are. Right here behind this white tile is this surprise. Can't see that yet. What I'm working on doing is just kind of piecing in some smaller rock here to start the waterfall. Now I'm ready to foam them up. I'm going to foam up these crevices, do a little moss work, and just kind of blend this all in, naturalize it. Moss time, baby! Time to place some nice fancy little lights in here. We got the color changing lights. When we're done, you're not even gonna be able to see them. Except for the light. No, I mean this thing, you're not gonna be able to see this. The idea here is to not see the fixture, but see the light. I hate when you can see the fixture. Well, what do you know? The sun is shining. Is that blue sky I see? We're actually getting some dirt dried out here. Jack just finished grading that all off, and it's drying out nicely. Joey and I spent the morning up here around the sphere area that you can't see yet, but basically all the waterfall work, the lights, moss work, it's all done. Got some beautiful moss work around the stump, and right there is the spillway stone for our waterfall, which is gonna be awesome. But it's lunchtime now, right? What are we having for lunch?
What do we have today? We have mojo chicken, we have Cuban style black beans, saffron.
Oh boy, I gotta go. Yo, Tristan, what you doing?
Oh, I'm playing in the water.
You
Rinsing down the pond a little bit. Get some of this beautiful orange clay out of here.
Looks like you're about ready to go swimming.
I'm getting close. As soon as that fires up, we'll have enough to go swimming.
Oh, we got a big hose over here. Look at that. This is gonna have water coming out of it real soon.
Hopefully not too soon. So that little...
Now that's some rinsing action. And we have reached one awesome milestone, rinsing out the pond. Look at how orange that water is. That is just nuts. Okay, it is almost 2 o'clock. That thunderhead that was building up to the west of us actually missed us, so we are counting our lucky stars. Looks like we're gonna have blue sky for the rest of the day, and a lot of the details are just coming together right now. We have John over here putting in some amazing plants and moss in that log, and this stream is actually taking shape. Jack and Ed and Dan have been working up here with just placing the frame rocks, spillways, and the bridge as well. Hi, John.
Would you get back to work?
I'll come over. You'll get your spotlight. But Bernie from California built an incredible bridge. It's going to go right. See that waterfall up there, the second one. Bernie built a bridge that's going to go right in front of that waterfall before the second one, and it's going to be an excellent like draw point. It'll just like invite you to come over there, walk over it, and so let's go take a look at some of these waterfalls. So one of the things with getting natural looking waterfalls is to get that lateral motion, that side to side twisting serpentine look. Basically, you put rocks in the way of the water. So this rock is in the way of the water coming right over this, so it's going to force it to the side, come around, and then this little angle right here is going to kick the water to the side, and all that little interesting stuff is what makes it look natural. You're not looking for an architectural looking, straight, protruding. You're looking for an eroded, kicked back in look when you're building these waterfalls to make them look natural. Jack and Ned and Alan are setting up this incredibly big frame rock for this third waterfalls in this stream. Chris and Brian are working on this support block for the actual bridge. This is the second waterfall right behind the bridge. This waterfall is going to be a real centerpiece to the people crossing the bridge right here. The thing with frame rocks and spillway rocks is you got this spillway rock all falling forward, but then it's nice to use your frame rock to kind of like kick in little threads of water, so you get that real like side to side action plus forward. Makes it look really cool. I actually didn't do that, Jack and the guys did. This right here is the wetland filter. That's the access to pump it out. This is the tallest waterfall in the whole stream. Again, that side to side action, like a lot of the water is going to be coming across here, making a nice long drop, but a big portion of that water is going to come right across here and kick into the side. Again, creating that natural look with multiple threads of water. And up here is where that surprise is. It's gonna be blurred out. You can't see it. We got a towel hanging over it. But we got the 3 spheres here. A main point that we were trying to take care of when we were setting these spheres is that they're sunk in. We don't want them to look like they're just like sitting on top of the rock. We want them sunk in, melded into the surrounding elements with the stumps, the moss, all that stuff. And you want a nice symmetry when you're placing them. Each one of these spheres is a different height. They're all kind of like placing a nice symmetry to balance them out. And that's it. I'm gonna go back to work. So circling back to building waterfalls so they have like a serpentine side-to-side motion and look to them. Here you can see that waterfall stone, that spillway stone is like facing that way. It's completely like gonna fall over like that. Then this spillway stone up here is like almost at a 90-degree angle. And so that water's gonna spill over it like this, basically gonna run into those framing borders and then kick over that way. And down there at the bottom, it kicks over back that direction again. I like trying to get them kicked as hard as possible. I love how waterfalls look when they have that lateral motion. I'll make sure to get some good shots of this when it's all running. Right now it's all half put together. You might have a hard time envisioning it, but we'll get you some finished shots of this so you can see how it looks. Right there's the man that built the bridge. Tell me a little bit about the bridge, Bernie.
Well, this is an arch bridge that I make. I make it out of 1 3/4 square tubing. This is made out of 11 gauge, which is about 1/8 inch thick wall. And so I bend the arches, there's 4 supports underneath it, and then I use Trex decking on it.
How big is it?
This one's almost 7 feet by 4 feet.
You think it'll hold SHAQ?
Easily. I can drive my Jeep across that bridge.
We'll do the SHAQ test later at the end of the video.
Yeah, right.
Hey Alan, what's going through your head right now?
What's going through my head?
The knife I have.
I can't wait to see this thing run.
Oh, when you're placing that boulder, like tell me how you're moving it, twisting it.
Well, back when I was a child and I used to do science experiments, I used to drill these rocks to see what kind of geological makeup they used to have.
I sound like Ed. I said Alan. Where's Ed?
So anyway, actually what we're looking for is this water is going to kind of rush through here. It's going to come down on part of that. We're going to have a frame rock over here. It's going to shoot the water back over this way, so it goes down over onto that spill rock.
So you're trying to utilize that angle.
Absolutely.
And so right there you get to see it. That's the spillway, and that water's going to hit that angle and make it look really eroded and carved back in. See that truck dumping off that stone right now? The joys of logistics on the road. It's the wrong stuff. What's up guys? It is like 6:20 in the afternoon and it's been like a beehive of activity around here. Everything's like 80% done. We'll just go with that. But we got tons of details to still wrap up. Dan's swinging in a boarder over here right now. So everybody else is just sitting down there thinking like it's beer time or something. But I want to see this thing run. So let's go back to it. What's up guys? It is 7 o'clock. Dinner's ready. Noise has kind of died down. Everybody's just standing around grabbing a drink. And lights just went on though. Check out those pinpricks of lights. But today is what, the end of day 3, right? Yeah, today's the end of day 3. And we already had one water truck here rinsing out the pond. That's all rinsed out. Good to go. Now we got a bunch of rinsing to do in the stream. So tomorrow, well, we're filling the pond overnight tonight. And tomorrow, we're gonna plug this thing in, do the big reveal with SHAQ, show him the surprise. And that's basically the moment everybody's waiting for. We just wanna plug this thing in and see the outcome of all the hard work over the last 3 days. What's incredible about this project is, this is basically, Reynolds and I were just talking about it down here. Hi, Reynolds. This is basically somewhere in the range of a 3, maybe more than 3 week project for our average crew size at Tussey Landscaping, 3-4 guys, you know. And this has all happened in 3 days with some of the best guys in the world in water features. So it's been a pile of fun. All right, I'm gonna go eat dinner.